Martina poured herself a mouthful of ducasso, a ball of steamed bread smothered in tomato sauce, featuring the rich spiced palate of Timbuktu. This is amazing, all made with your locally grown produce? Martina asked. Jack smiled. Yes, that's all cultivated with water from the Mediterranean. He nodded and had a bite himself. I figured all of you to be able to do with salt water is some seaweed for sushi, Martina joked, eliciting a round of chuckles. We have greenhouse-based distilleries to produce the fresh water. Jack took a pinch of salt from a clay bowl, sprinkling his roast goat, and we also collect the remaining sea salt. It's becoming quite popular. Next morning, Martina changed her narrow spare tire, replacing her wider flat tire with the repaired one she had been fixing for days. You do good work, commented Jack when he walked by. So this seawater line ends with the Dogon people, she said from under the car. Yeah, the ones who know about the star Sirius, Jack answered. Probably the designers were more interested in the Hombori Mountains, Martina said, releasing Jack and finishing the job. A good high spot to put a reservoir, added Jack. Martina got back in her vehicle and continued on her way towards her destination. The Hombori Mountains were visible behind her, brown clusters of weathered cinders on the horizon, like some ancient undiscovered civilization nexus. They were, of course, natural, but Martina couldn't help but wonder if these mountains, being used now as storage locations for water, might not one day become the center of some future great city, just as the life-giving water of the Nile were fertile wombs that gave birth to Egypt so many millennia ago. She tried to reach Kurt, but he was unavailable. She was starting to have questions about her real motivation on going to visit me. The track was marked with a string of carcasses of destroyed automobiles, but they remind her of how desperate her mission really was. She was crossing the friggin' Sahara after all. A lot of them probably put their spare gas cans on the roof and they exploded on the heat. She told herself, that won't happen to me. Before she hit pavement near Tamarasat, she had one last police to visit, and a Green Army outpost run by Jason Leclerc. Jack had warned her that he was devilishly handsome, and she welcomed the distraction from her thoughts about me. Enchanté, Jason Leclerc took Martina's hand in his, kissing it in that old-fashioned way that was simultaneously very forward yet charming. She couldn't tell if he was being ironically chivalrous or sincere. He led into one of the large greenhouses they had created using the piped-in seawater. It was like visiting the secret garden, and something about the way the hedges were trimmed reminded her of old palaces grounds in France. Except these hedges were mostly consisting of food-bearing plants rather than decorative shrubbery. They took a stroll through a section of garden maze. Martina picked an heirloom tomato growing on one of the walls of green. An interesting arrangement you have here. Inspired by your home country? Indeed, Jason replied. We are making the world environmentally sound again. Why should we not also make it beautiful? He smiled and took a bite of tomato himself. The way he closed his eyes and relished the flavor, it was like he was savoring a fine wine. A definite character. You're probably correct here. Just as long as we don't lose sight of the mission. Of course not, mon chéri. He took her hand again in that bold way. But all work and no play, no bon vivre, no savoring the delights of the world. It is a certain crime against nature also. Is it not? He winked with that renowned devilish grin. Martina began worrying she might end up savoring more than tomatoes.